Welcome everyone to Fluent English with Podcast. I'm Ethan, and as always, I'm here with my awesome co-host, Lila. How's it going, Lila?
Hey, Ethan. I'm doing great, thanks. I'm super excited for today's episode. It's gonna be a good one, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, so today's topic is something a lot of you have been asking about. How to sound more like a native speaker. We're diving into pronunciation, intonation, and those everyday expressions that just make you sound, well, natural.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, who doesn't want to sound like they've been speaking English forever? It's like, blending into a conversation at a coffee shop or with friends.
Totally. So, let's start with our thoughts on this. Lila, what do you think? Why is sounding like a native speaker such a big deal for learners?
Well, I think it's about feeling confident, Like when you nail the pronunciation or use a phrase like piece of cake, people understand you better and you feel more connected. It's not about losing your accent, accents are cool, but about being clear and comfortable.
Yeah, that's a great point. For me, it's also about fitting in during casual chats. If you're saying things the way native speakers do, it's easier to keep the conversation flowing. No one's pausing to figure out what you mean.
Okay, exactly. And it's fun, right? Like learning those little expressions that make you sound so English. All right, Ethan, what's one thing you think learners should focus on to sound more native?
I'd say intonation. The way your voice goes up and down when you talk. It's huge. If you sound flat, like a robot, people might still understand you, but it doesn't feel natural. Native speakers use intonation to show excitement, doubt, or sarcasm.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like if you say really with a flat voice, it's boring. But if you say really with your voice going up, it's like you're super curious or surprised. Okay, we'll dive into that more, but first let's talk vocabulary.
All right, let's go over some key words and phrases related to sounding like a native speaker. We'll explain them carefully, give examples, and keep it simple. Lila, you want to start?
Sure, let's do it. First word, slang. Slang is informal language, words or phrases that native speakers use in casual situations. Like, instead of saying very good, you might say awesome or cool. It's not formal, so you wouldn't use it in a job interview, but it's perfect for friends.
Yeah, exactly. Example. If your friend asks, "How's the party?" you could say, "It's awesome." That's slang. Another example. This movie is dope, which means it's really great. Learners, try using awesome or cool this week in a casual chat.
Okay, next word, filler. Fillers are little words or sounds we use to fill pauses when we're thinking like or They're super common in native speech. For example, if someone asks, "What's your favorite food?" you might say, I'd say pizza, because it's so versatile.
That's a good one. Fillers make you sound natural, but don't overdo them. Like if you say every 2 words, it's distracting. Another example. So, I was thinking we could go hiking. It's like a little pause to sound relaxed.
Yeah, totally. All right, third word, phrasal verb. These are verbs plus a word like up, out, or in that change the meaning. They're everywhere in native English. Like, pick up can mean to lift something or to learn something casually. Example, I picked up some Spanish while traveling.
Oh, that's right. Another example. Turn down means to lower the volume or reject something. Like, can you turn down the music? Or, she turned down the job offer. Learners, phrasal verbs are tricky, but they're so common. So practice a few each week.
Okay, last one, collocation. This is when certain words go together naturally, like make a mistake instead of do a mistake. Native speakers use collocations without thinking. Example, I have a strong accent, not a heavy accent.
Yeah, good one. Another collocation, catch a cold, not get a cold. If you say, I caught a cold last week, it sounds super native. Learners, listen to native speakers to spot these word pairs. Podcasts like ours are great for that.
All right, now let's share some practical tips to sound more like a native speaker. Then you go first.
Okay, tip 1. Practice pronunciation with minimal pairs. These are words that sound similar, but have different meanings like ship and sheep. If you say, I saw a sheep instead of ship, it's confusing. Use apps like ELSA Speak or YouTube videos to practice these sounds. Focus on tricky ones like TH in think or our versus L.
And that's a solid tip. My tip, mimic native speakers. Watch a TV show like Friends or The Office and repeat short lines after the characters. Copy their intonation, their rhythm. For example, in Friends, Ross says, "We were on a break," with a high pitch at the end. Try it. It helps you sound natural.
Oh yeah, mimicking is fun. Okay, tip 3, learn common expressions. Phrases like, no way, you're kidding, or let's call it a day, are everywhere. If your friend says, I got a promotion, say, no way, that's awesome. It's casual and native. Write down 5 expressions and use them in conversations.
Love that. Tip 4, use contractions. Native speakers say I'm, don't, or can't instead of I am, do not, or cannot. Sounds smoother. Example, instead of I do not know, say I don't know. Practice this in daily speech and it'll feel natural fast.
That's right. Last tip, pay attention to stress in sentences. In English, we stress important words. Like, I love this song, stresses love. If you say it flat, it's boring. Try recording yourself and compare it to native speakers. Apps like Audacity can help you hear the difference.
Okay, these tips are gold. Learners, pick 1 or 2 to start and you'll see progress. All right, let's move to our dialogue to show this in action.
This dialogue is between 2 friends, Mia and Jake, at a cafe. Let's listen.
Hey, Jake, you're late again. What's up with that?
Sorry, Mia. I got stuck in traffic, total nightmare. My car's acting up again, too.
No way again. You gotta get that thing fixed, man. It's, falling apart.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna take it to the shop this weekend, I swear. Anyway, how's your new job going?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm picking up so much. I'm learning new stuff every day. My boss is super chill, too.
That's cool. You sound like you're totally killing it. Did you get that big project you were stressing about?
Yep, nailed it. Got it done early. And they were, super impressed. I'm still kinda shocked.
No kidding? That's amazing. You're like the star of the office now, huh?
I wouldn't go that far. I'm just trying to keep up, Oh, hey, can you turn down the music in here? It's way too loud.
Sure thing. Hold on, they're better? So, you been hanging out with anyone new at work?
Yeah, there's this guy, Alex. He's cool, always cracking jokes. We grabbed lunch the other day, and he's, super easy to talk to.
Sounds like a vibe. You into him or what?
Jake, come on. It's not like that. We're just friends, okay? Don't make it weird.
Alright, I'm just messing with you. So, what's the plan for tonight? You want to grab dinner or just call it a day?
Let's grab dinner. I'm starving, and I could use a burger. There's that new place downtown, the one with the awesome fries.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Sounds good. Let's check it out. You driving or am I?
You drive. My car's not as bad as yours, but I'm done with traffic today.
Fair enough. Alright, let's roll.
Alright, that was a blast. So, Lila, what did you think of Mia and Jake's chat? It felt so real, right?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's like we were eavesdropping on 2 friends at a cafe. They used so much slang, awesome, killing it, vibe, and phrasal verbs like pick up, turn down, check out. And those fillers like Jake's, total nightmare, or Mia's I'm done with traffic, made it super natural.
Oh yeah, that's right. I love the intonation, too. Like when Mia said, no way again. Her voice went up high, showing she was shocked. And Jake's, ooh, sounds like a vibe, had that playful tone like he was teasing her. The collocations were spot on, too, like grab lunch and crack jokes.
Okay, exactly. And did you notice the contractions? I'm your, it's everywhere. So smooth, like how natives talk. Plus, Jake's question, you into him or what? That's such a casual way to ask about feelings. Learners, try phrases like no way or check it out to sound like Mia and Jake.
Yeah, totally. The dialogue really shows how slang, fillers, and intonation come together to make you sound native. It's not about fancy words. It's about that easy, relaxed vibe. All right, let's bring in our guests for more insights. Yeah, we've got 3 awesome guests today, all with experience helping learners sound more native. First up is Sarah, a language coach. Sarah, welcome.
Thanks, Ethan. I'm excited to be here. So, my tip is to focus on connected speech. Native speakers blend words together, like gonna for going to or wanna for want to. For example, instead of I am going to the store, say, I'm gonna go to the store. It's faster and more natural. Practice with short phrases, and you'll sound smoother.
That's a great one, Sarah. I hear gonna all the time. Okay, next is Mark, an ESL teacher. Mark, what's your advice?
Hey, Lila, Ethan, thanks for having me. All right, my advice is to learn question tags. They're super common in native speech, like it's nice, isn't it? Or you're coming, aren't you? They show you're engaging with the listener. Example, if you say, this coffee's good, isn't it? It invites agreement. Learners, try adding 1 question tag a day to sound friendly.
Oh yeah, question tags are huge. Good call, Mark. Okay, last but not least, we have Emma, a speech therapist. Emma, what's your tip?
Hi, everyone. So I'd say work on sentence rhythm. English has a stress-timed rhythm, meaning we stress key words and speed through others. Like, I'll meet you at the park stresses meet and park. Try tapping your hand to the beat of a sentence. For example, she's going to the party has 3 beats. It helps your speech flow like a native's.
Wow, Emma, that's such a cool tip. I'm gonna try that tapping trick. All right, Sarah, Mark, Emma, thank you so much. Those were amazing insights.
Yeah, totally. Learners, you've got so much to work with now. Connected speech, question tags, rhythm, plus our tips and vocab. Okay, Lila, any final thoughts?
Just that sounding like a native speaker takes time, but it's so worth it. Practice little things every day. Say gonna, try a question tag, mimic a TV character. You'll get there and it'll feel amazing.
That's right. All right, everyone. That's it for today's episode. Thanks for listening to Fluent English with Podcast. If you love this, share it with a friend, and let us know in the comments what you're practicing. We read everyone.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell for more episodes. Okay, see you next time.
Bye, everyone.